My name is Pat Hogan. I'm Senior Product Manager here at HARTING for the HARTING MICA, HARTING's industrial edge gateway geared towards Industry 4.0 applications. I'm here to show you how to set up your HARTING MICA CISS Complete IIoT Starter Kit. As a reminder, everything needed to start prototyping your solution is included in this kit. We've handpicked all the hardware and software so that it's guaranteed to work together and compatible. The best part is that we're going to get you up and running in less than 10 minutes. First, let's go through all the components. We have the HARTING MICA USB, which is the brains behind the solution. Then we have the Bosch CISS industrial sensor. To connect the sensor to the MICA, we have an industrial cable that uses the HARTING USB push-pull. To communicate with the MICA, we use an M12 Ethernet cable, and then to power the solution, we use a 12-volt AC adapter connected to an M12 GPIO cable. First, we're going to want to connect the Bosch CISS sensor to the HARTING MICA USB. You take your sensor and you're going to plug it into the industrial cable, and then you'll take the HARTING push-pull and then plug it into either port on the HARTING MICA. Once you hear it click, that's how you know it's connected. Next, before we power up the solution, we're going to want to connect the communications cable to the MICA. You're going to take your M12 push-pull and you're going to connect it into the MICA's Ethernet or PoE port. Make sure to line up the key properly so as to not bend the pins. Once it clicks, you know you're connected. And then you'll want to take your RJ45 end and either plug it into your network router or directly into your computer. Finally, let's power up the solution. Take your M12 A-code cable and plug it into the I/O port on the MICA. Make sure to line up the key to the top so you don't bend any pins. Twist it in all the way to make sure it's connected. Once that's done, make sure that your 12-volt power supply is connected into the wall, and then connect your power supply to the barrel jack on the other end of the GPIO cable. Once that's connected, you should see a red light turn on the MICA next to the I/O port, and that will signal that power is flowing through the MICA and that it's booting up. Shortly after, you should see an orange light start to flicker next to the PoE connector, and that shows that there's network activity. Soon after, you'll see that red light turn green. Once you see the green light, you have finished setting up the hardware portion of this kit. Now we're ready to move on to configuring the software portion. The MICA is headless by design, so there is no HDMI or monitor output or inputs for a mouse and keyboard. The main interface for configuration is through direct network communication via your web browser. The following steps require that your laptop is connected directly to the MICA via its own isolated network and requires changing the static IP address of your laptop. During this process, you will likely lose internet connectivity to your laptop, so we would recommend downloading this video to watch offline or use a different device such as a mobile phone to continue the tutorial. The first thing we need to do is change the IP address on your laptop or computer. Each MICA is shipped with the default IP address of 10.10.10.10, so in order to establish initial communication, you'll have to configure your laptop to be on the same 10.10.10 network. If you have any issues with this step or do not have access to changing these settings, you may need to contact your IT department or research online on how to set a static IP address for your particular computer or operating system. This tutorial will guide you through the steps of changing your static IP address on Windows 10, but each operating system will be slightly different, so we recommend doing online research for your particular device. In Windows 10, open the Network and Sharing Center. Click on Change Adapter Settings. Right-click on the Ethernet LAN line that represents the physical plug that will be connected to the MICA and select Properties. Scroll down and click Internet Protocol 4, TCP IPv4, and select Properties. Click Use the following IP address and enter something like 10.10.10.121. If the subnet mask does not appear automatically, type in 255.255.255.0 and hit OK. Go ahead and close the Network and Sharing Center. Next, open up your regular internet browser such as Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. In the address bar, type https://10.10.10.10 and hit enter. When you first access your MICA, you should see a certificate or privacy error come up in your browser. Contrary to what you might think, this is actually expected. Depending on the browser, it may look a little bit different, but this is what it will look like on Chrome. Because you are connected directly to the MICA on an isolated network and not the broader internet, You can safely ignore this warning and proceed to the MICA website. For instructions on how to add a certificate so that this warning does not come up, consult the associated programming guide or contact us for more assistance. After you accept the certificate error, the login screen will appear. Alternatively, the MICA is also addressable directly via device name, which is a unique identifier listed on the back of your MICA. For more information on connecting to the MICA via device name, consult the administrator guide. If your browser is unable to resolve the web page, make sure that the MICA is plugged in and powered on with the green light, that the Ethernet cable is securely connected to your laptop, and that your static IP address has been successfully changed to the 10.10.10 network. You know that it is showing network activity if the orange light is flickering on the MICA. Enter the password found on the back of your MICA below the MAC address. In most cases, the default password is admin. As with your home Wi-Fi router, it is always best practice to change your administrator password from the default. But make sure to be extra cautious, as it is not easy to recover the MICA back to factory defaults if you end up losing this password. Once you have logged in, you will see the home screen that shows multiple apps or containers. The settings page can be used to configure your admin password, update the default IP settings and host name of the MICA, and also network time configuration. The help page can be viewed at any time to reference contact information for technical assistance. To continue setting up the CISS kit, we will want to click on the CISS Gateway page and turn on the Bosch CISS Data Streamer. Next, click New Subscriber. In the pop-up window, set the type to MQTT. Then you will want to set the host to mqtt-yourmicadevicename.local, where your MICA device name is the unique identifier listed on the back of your MICA underneath the MAC address. The port will be 1883. The topic needs to be set exactly to /USB. Client ID will be called Gateway. And finally, the QoS should be exactly once. Click Apply and return to the home screen. For reference, these directions can be found in the user manual included in your kit. Now we want to make sure that the system time on the MICA is correct. Click on Settings. Choose Time and Date. If the time and date are incorrect, switch off the Use NTP button and manually enter the time and date. Now exit back to the home screen. Now we're ready to configure the dashboard. Click on Node Red and then click the Editor button. Select the rightmost tab called CISS Gateway. Click on the button called /USB. A new menu should appear on the right. Under Server, enter mqtt-yourmicadevicename.local, where your MICA device name is the unique identifier listed on the back of your MICA underneath the MAC address. Click Update and Done. Finally, click Deploy and return to the previous tab with the MICA interface. Now let's check out the dashboard. Go back to the Node Red container and click UI. All of your data should now appear on the pre-configured dashboard. Your sensor will provide data in real time and can be fixated directly onto or next to a machine. For additional information on how to further manipulate this data within software or configuring the different modes of the CISS sensor, please consult the tutorials and directions you can find on the HARTING MICA Starter Kit website. Links to these resources can be found on the help page from the home screen of the MICA interface, or contact us directly if you need technical assistance. And that's it. Your MICA is now collecting data from the Bosch sensor. We hope you continue to grow this application beyond what we've provided to you in the starter kit. If you have any additional questions or want to discuss larger integration projects, please feel free to reach out or give us a call. You can find our information on our website.